In this video we will learn about the array, that what is array and what is the use of array and how we can create an array and all different things whatever is present in the array. Let's start it. At first, array is a object. Array is object in Java. Object in Java. As like whenever we are creating an array, int a, this is my array, is equal to new int, and we are passing some parameters, passing some size of the array. This is the normal syntax how to declare an array. Whenever we are using this new keyword, it means an object is created. It means when we are creating an array, we need a new keyword. It means that array is also a type of object in Java. Now let's start that what is an array. Array is homogeneous collection of elements. Let me to control copy paste this, control Z here. Array is a homogeneous collection of elements. MENTS, sorry. Array is homogeneous collection of elements. What is homogeneous? Now homogeneous means same type of element, same type of elements. As like we are creating here a integer array. It means whenever we are writing this line, it means all the its default, its size is 4. I have assigned the size of this array as 4. All the elements of this array must be of integer type. This means this is the array. It is a homogeneous. Homogeneous means same type of data it will contain. As like I am creating an integer array, so it must contain only integer value. Other value we can't insert in the array. Got it? This is the first thing about array. Now how many ways we can declare the array? Ways of declaring an array. We have three types. The first type is we are declaring the array by this int array. This is the sign of array. Int a is the name of my array, is equal to new int, and we are passing some value. As like this array will hold 4 elements as per our requirement. The another way to create an array is int, let's take b. Int b, this is the symbol of array, is equal to curly braces. Now we can insert any type of elements here. We don't need to specify any size here. Why? Because we are direct inserting the elements. Whenever we are inserting the elements directly, it means that it has the proper knowledge that my array will contain only 4 elements. I am passing the array size and value. Whatever the elements will be in this array, I am passing at the time of compilation. At the time of writing the program, I am writing here. That's why my compiler will understand that this array size is 4. By default, my compiler will understand this array size is 4. And the third is int c is equal to new int. Then we are passing here bracket, and I am passing here 10, 20, 30, this type. As like when we are creating this type of array, when we don't know the elements of array, elements in array, maybe my element will be inserted at the compiler at the runtime. At user will insert some elements in the array. On that time we need to create this type of array, because I have passed here size 4, so user can enter 4 elements in this array. When we don't know the elements, which elements will insert in this array, then we will use this type of array, the first one. And the second one, when we know that which element will be in the array, then we are using the second case. As like I know that with this type, this B array will contain 10, 20, 30, 40, then we can use this type of array. And the third, when we know what is the size of array, what is the size of array, and the array will contain which type of element, then we can use this type of array. Got it? Now let me to write here main method. This is public static void main. Now let me to write this here. This is not dot, this is my array. This is an array, and what is the size of this array? The size of this array is 4, because I am inserted here 4. Now how to fetch the data in an array? If we just need to fetch some data in the array, how we can insert the data in array? Here this array hold the size of 4, so at array element indexing start from 0. Array index start from 0. I am passing here 10, it's all right. I am at the index 1, I am passing here 20, it's all right. I am passing here 30, it's all right. Sorry, here 3, 30, 1 2, sorry, here it will be 2. Got it? Now I just need to I have inserted only 3 values, but index size is 4. When we will print the element of an array, what will be the last element? Here the size is 4. I have given the size 4. The first element is 10. The second element is 20. The third element is 30. What about the fourth element? By default, the fourth element will be 0 if we are not inserting any type of data. Let's take a for loop. For int I is equal to 0. Why? Because indexing is starting from 0. That's why I am taking index 0. I less than a dot length. Length is a variable, not a method. Just remember this. Here, how can you guess? Here, if I am writing here same parenthesis, then this is a method. When I am writing here parenthesis, it means it is a method. But I am writing here just length. Length is a variable. Got it? Now I am printing here sys out a. Let me to print it. Okay. It is a type of, what is it? It is a type of object, and when we are not using the toString method, then it will print like this. So I need to write here arrays dot toString. It is a type of object, and when we are not using, when we are directly printing the object, it will give always the address. We don't need the address, we need the element. In the arrays there is a class in Java known as arrays. Arrays is a class in Java. This class is from the util package. So if you want to print all the data present in the array, we will use the arrays.toString method. Arrays.toString. It contains all type of method as like boolean array, byte array, char, double float. I need the integer because my array is of integer type. That's why I have chosen here integer type array, and I am printing this. Let me to print. Here you can see I have it is printing 4 times, because this for loop is running at 4 times, because the size is 4, so it will run 4 times. Now you can see here a of 0 10, a of 1 20, a of 2 is 30, and a of 3 I have not given. I have given only 3 elements. The size is 4. Then what will be the fourth element? The default value is 0. Got it? Now array is, as I have told you, array contains homogeneous types of elements. But if I try to insert here 10.5, it will give the compilation error. Why? Because in the array it contains only homogeneous type of element, homogeneous same type element. It means compulsory we need to insert here homogeneous elements. So it is of integer type, so we can't insert any other type of element in this array. Got it? So you can write here 10. It is all right, but when we are trying to insert any float value, it will give the compilation error. Or if I am trying to print any string value, it will give the compilation error. Because why? Because it is of integer type. This is the meaning of homogeneous or same type. Got it? Now let me to start about for each loop. At first, if you want to print all the elements of an array, there is very simple way. Sys out, this is my array. I just need to print all the elements of this array. How can we print? I have told you arrays is a class dot, it contains methods. The method name is toString. Arrays dot toString. Now you have to select that your array is of which type. My array is of integer type, so I am choosing here integer a, and a is the array, the name of the array. Here my array name is a, that's why I'm writing here a. Now when I am printing this, it will give the value, all the elements of the array will be given here. Got it? This is the way to print all the elements of an array. Now let's take here a of 3 is equal to 50. I'm taking some random number. A of 4 is equal to 60. What is the size of this element? The size of the element is 4. Now how many elements we have inserted here? We have inserted here 5 elements. There is 5 elements we are inserting, but the size is 4. When the size is greater, when the size is less and the elements we are inserting is greater, it will give the array index out of bound exception when we are trying to print this. Let me to write sys out, right, arrays dot toString, arrays dot toString method, and toString of integer type, because my array is of integer type. It will give the array index out of bound exception. Just look at this. You can see array index out of bound exception. Why it is giving array index out of bound exception? Because array size I have fixed here 4, but I am trying to insert 5 elements. Then how can you insert the 5 elements when the array size is 4? That's why it is giving the array index out of bound exception. Got it? Now let me to discuss a little bit about the for each loop, that how the for each loop is working and what is the internal implementation. As like, let at first tell me this array is of which type. This array is of which type? This array is of integer type. So for the for each loop, I am taking here for int. I can take any type of integer. The variable name can be anything. I am taking here I colon a sys out a of I. I am printing here this. Let me to comment this, because I don't need the toString method here. Let me to compile this. You will get the value 444440000. Why? Because I have deleted all the elements. Let me to write here first. A of 0 is equal to 10, a of 1 is equal to 20. Let me to copy this 2 times. A of 1, a of 2, a of 3, 30. I am inserting the elements in the array. Got it? Now let me to compile this. Whenever we are compiling this, array index out of bound exception, why it is giving 0, 1, 2, 3. Index 10 out of bound, my array 27, it is giving the array index out of bound exception. I minus, let me to remove this. It is still giving the array index out of bound exception, because just because of this. For int I have to, I is equal to 0. Let me to check just one. why it is giving the array index out of bound exception I is equal to 0. I can't write here. Oh, sorry. I have to print here I have to print here I. Sorry. Actually, I'm not using this array from a long time. That's why it is giving a little bit problem. You can see it is giving the answer 10, 20, 30 and 40. Why? How this is internally working? This is for each loop. How this is internally working? I have an array of size 4. I have an array of size 4. I am inserting 3 elements. Let's take I am inserting the 4th element 2 is equal to 40. I am inserting here 40. Now for int I, this I have taken one variable of which type? I have taken a variable of integer type. Why I have taken the variable of integer type? Because my array is of integer type. If my array is of string type, then compulsory we need to write here string. Got it? So my array is of integer type. That's why I'm taking here integer I and colon and the name of array. My array name is A. That's why I'm taking here A. And then I am printing here I. How it is internally working? Let me to describe it first. At first, the element at 0 index A of 0 is equal to 10. At first, it will assign to integer A. Got it? At first, array at 0 element will assign to this int I, and I am printing here I. The I will be, what is the I? I will be 10. Why? Because A of 0 is 10. A of 0 is 10. It is assigned to int I, and then I am printing I. That's why it is giving the value 10. After that, this is for each loop. It will iterate. It will continue its statement till my array is complete. Till the size of this array, it will execute. It will move in the loop. Now at array at 1 is equal to 20. Array at index 1 is equal to 20. Again, this int, what was the element at int I? Int I value was 10 previously. In the previous, I value has changed to 10. Now this I value will be overridden, and now 10 will be removed and 20 will be replaced, and we are printing here I. That's why it is giving the value 20 for the second time. Now the one size again increment, and when it is increment, A of 2 is equal to 30. A of 2 is equal to 30, second index. Now it is again assigned to int I. Int I value was 20 previously. Now its value is changed to 30, and we are printing I. That's why it is giving the 30. Now element at index 4, A of 3 is equal to 40. Now again int I will be assigned with this value 40. This value will be override and 40 came, and we are printing here I. That's why it is giving the value 40. Now that's how we are getting the value 10, 20, 30 and 0. Why it is giving 0? It is giving the 0 previously. I am not compiled it again. That's why it is saying. You can see it is giving 10, 20, 30 and 0. That's how the for each loop is working. Let me to take one string array. String str array is equal to new string of size 3. I am taking here string array. This is the string array. Which type of element we can insert in this array? Which type of element we can insert in this array? You just have to answer. This is a string array, and array is of homogeneous type elements. So as it is a string type of array, so we can insert here only string type. We can't insert any other things. Let me to write here Suraj. What it? Str of 1. Let's take Abhishek. I'm taking only two values. And when I am printing this, what I have to do? Now you just have to tell me. I have already cleared about by taking the integer type of array. Now you have to tell that how we are using the for each loop to printing this type of array. Let me to remove this. I want to print elements, all the elements of this string type array with the help of for each loop. Then how we can do? Let's say for and which type of element is there? String type element. That's why we need to take a string. I am taking a variable as s, and my array name is str. And what I am doing? I am printing sys out. I am printing here s. Got it? Now let me to compile this. Compile, and you can see the value Suraj, Abhishek and null. Why null? Str of 0. Here the size of the element is 3. I have assigned the size as 3. This is the first element. This is the second element. Where is the third element? As I am not inserting the third element, the default value of string is null. Why? Because string is a class, and class default value is null. When we are creating any object of the class and there is no any reference, then it assigned to null. That's why it is giving the value as null. When I am printing str of 2 is equal to Ram, it will give the value. Let me to give here comma semicolon. Now let me to compile this. You can see all the values we got, whatever we are writing here. That's how the array is working. This is the implementation that how array is working and what is the behavior of the array. Whenever you want to print the element of the array, you can use this str. Whenever you want to print the element of the array without the help of for each loop, you don't want to write the for each loop for printing all the elements, so you can use this arrays.toString method. Arrays is a class. Arrays is a class of util package. You can see here java.util.arrays. It is automatically came. Why? Because arrays is a class in util package. Arrays, not array, it's arrays. Why? S. Here s is there. Arrays is a class, and toString is the method of that class. Can you tell me that toString method should be of which type? This method is static method or instance method? This method is static. You have to answer the which type of method is this by looking at the method. As you can see here, arrays.toString, we are using the class name, we are using the class reference. When a method is called with the help of class reference, it means the method must be static, because static is a class level. We are using a class dot method name, it means the method must be static. And I am passing here the array name. My array name was str, that's why I am passing here str, and it will print all the values of this arrays. As there is no any elements in my array right now, that's why it is giving 3 null values. Let me to compile this. Null null null. Got it? That's how the array is working. This is the internal implementation of an array. Got it? Thank you.